Hello, beautiful Aries. I hope you're doing fantastic. Today, I'm going to be doing your October 2024 tarot reading. I am Elena Valdez. I am an intuitive astrologer, an astrocartographer, and I also do tarot readings. So, I have already pre-shuffled your cards. Please keep in mind that this is a general reading. Energies may also be flipped. So even though I'm reading for Aries Nation, depending on who you're dealing with in your life, the energy may be flipped, okay? Today we're going to do a recent past, present, and near future reading. Please adjust the gender, how it best resonates for you. This is good for Aries Sun, Venus, rising, also Mars, actually. And let's see, what other Venus placements? Oh, this is also for Aries Chiron placement as well, okay? So I've already pre-shuffled the cards, and let's get started. Also, happy half birthday, Aries. This is your half birthday season. Recent past, present, near future, also beautiful Aries, at the end of the reading, we will ask a yes or no question, okay? So think about a question that you need a yes or no answer to, and we will pull yes or no answer for you. Recent past, present, near future. Okay, beautiful. So for the first rule here, for the recent past, we have the Seven of Cups paired with the Four of Cups. So that's difficulty making a choice here, having lots of options here in the recent past. This may have been energy that you experienced in September leading into October, or even a couple of months prior to that. But in any case, Aries, this indicates with the Seven of Cups next to the Four of Cups that there have been quite a bit of options that have been shown to you, yet you maybe have held back, or in the recent past you held back in making any decisions, or even really truly seeing these options, like really truly seeing them, right? Maybe being wrapped up in the confusion of too many options here, Aries, is what it looks like. And then there being a feeling of you potentially just pulling back a bit. It's like I'm feeling this energy of like a closed off heart chakra for some of you. But being presented with some kind of emotional offers here. But what I'm sensing, Aries, is that the reason you are having a difficulty, or you did in the recent past, have a difficulty in making any type of decision right away, or maybe guarding your heart, is what I'm really feeling here, Aries. There's this sense of, yes, I'm receiving all these beautiful offers. And by the way, this Seven of Cups here, all these various offers could be coming in from an individual. This is going to be different for all of you, right? This may be love. This may be more personal. This could be family, maybe even at the workplace. Right now, it's feeling very emotional in nature. So it may potentially be a romantic relationship, or any relationship that's tugging at your heartstrings coming into October, Aries. And so here there's a sense of the Seven of Cups could be representing a person that from your perspective maybe seems a little scattered in what they're offering emotionally. Maybe it's a lot. Maybe it's like, let's just throw this option. What about this? Do you like this? Or what if I present myself as this? Or maybe today I'll act loving and I'll bring you flowers, but tomorrow I'll give you something else. And it's kind of like a mixed bag in personality is what I'm picking up here. And so you're being a little guarded because you're not sure what you're getting here. What I'm sensing is that There's someone here who is eager to get to know you, whether it's friendship, whether it's love, family, even for some of you. And they're almost like wanting to impress you so much that they're flip-flopping in their energy quite a bit. And I'm not saying that they're being fake or that that's not who they are, but it's almost like this nervousness, you know, this nervousness of, oh, how do I impress Aries? How do I get Aries' attention? And so what you're really doing here is you're assessing and you're holding back, you're pulling back with this energy here. You're pulling back and you're saying, okay, let me just let this settle a bit and let me really see what I'm getting, because there's a bit of confusion here. It's like you're not really seeing what the offer really is here. That's what I'm getting. Like you're not really grasping what this individual or these people or this person is offering you. And then, though, there's this King of Cups paired with the Five of Swords. You know, I'm getting this energy of somebody who's a little bit scattered. And I'm getting this energy from the other side, Aries, whoever is coming towards you, whoever came towards you in the recent past. This is the recent past, okay? And then there's this energy of, well, what you're really wanting is this King of Cups. And there's a lot of confusion because you're wanting, you see glimpses of King of Cups in this energy, right? Like you see it, it's all cups, so it's all related. It's the same individual. So it's like you're seeing the potential of a King of Cups in this individual that you're dealing with. You see that, but there's some confusion around that. It's almost like, well, which one are you? Are you all these many things that you're throwing at me? Or are you the stable, sturdy, grounded King of Cups? And so what I'm sensing, Aries, is that I'm sensing the other person's nervousness. Like I'm sensing the other person truly being authentically King of Cups energy, like truly intending for this and wants to show up as the King of Cups. Please remember, as I said earlier, adjust gender as it best resonates for you, So there was in the recent past here confusion around that. Like, well, which one are you? Are you grounded? Are you mature? Or are you just going to throw all these different types of personalities at me, right? So now we're here in the present, and we are at the Two of Wands, the Wheel of Fortune, the Five of Swords, and the Nine of Pentacles. So the energy has shifted a little bit here. There is a shift happening, and I do feel like you yourself are now, or have in the past here, Aries. It's like mutual here. You're also flip-flopping a little bit here. But here in the present now, there's a plan that things are starting to change. This energy of back and forth, not really being sure, is starting to change. And with the Two of Wands, I do feel it's two energies coming together to plan together for the future in whatever way. And this can be travel also. With the Two of Wands, this could be planning to come together to see each other. So there may be some distance here, potentially. But if there isn't, it's still about really figuring things out for yourself. Like, what is it that you want moving forward? And I think this is really what it comes down to, Aries, is that in the recent past, you were dealing with a person or people or situation that was not very clear about what they actually wanted to offer you. And then there was like a quick switch up. Right? It's almost like they were offering you all these cups, and all these cups didn't really have the fullness of the King of Cups, right? Like they were all just random little offers. And that can translate into half-planned dates, for example, or half-planned communication, or maybe doing one thing at one point and saying another, that kind of energy, right? And then all of a sudden there's a switch up to the King of Cups here. And now you're like, WTF? Like, which one is it? Which one are you? What are you? This can potentially symbolize two different situations, where one is a little bit scattered and you're like, ugh, I want to protect my heart, right? And the other is like the King of Cups, and now you're like, what am I going to pick here? What am I going to choose? Again, it doesn't have to be relationship, okay? But I am feeling a strong romantic relationship theme happening here. But in any case, now in present moment, we are at this point where we're starting to really assess. We're looking at things clearly for ourselves here, right? Aries, like you're now in the seat of, I'm in control of the driver's seat. I'm going to turn the wheel in a different direction because something hasn't been working here. And then we move into the Five of Swords energy and into the Nine of Pentacles. So there's a point here in the present moment, Aries, where some discussions are taking place, right? And this could be in the form of negotiating the terms of something. But there's also the sense of, you know, like kind of being a little bratty. And this doesn't necessarily have to be on your side or their side. It could be both. It could be both energies sort of coming together to communicate what they want. But then something doesn't feel fully aligned here. It's like you're in the middle of negotiating right now is what I'm feeling. There is a shift happening. You are moving away from the confusion. You are getting clearer with the Two of Wands. You are really focusing on what you need right now, and you're taking the wheel. You're not relying on the emotions of another person to fulfill you or do whatever it is that you like you're not waiting for someone else is what I'm trying to say. And I think that while you've sort of pulled back into your own energy with the Nine of Pentacles here, while you've pulled back, it's almost like someone or something, Aries, was kind of giving you a grab bag of nothing really firm or solid, okay? And now you're in this place of, well, I'm going to take care of me. I'm going to turn my own wheel of my own fate. I'm going to go manifest. I'm going to go dream up of the things I want, the things I envision for my future, the partner I want. I'm going to go write it down. I'm going to go visualize it. I'm going to go dream it up. I'm going to turn the wheel of fate. And I'm going to make my needs known. I'm going to communicate them. And maybe I may be a little bratty about it. Or maybe the communication is going to go a little sideways because I decide to speak up for myself. And in the meantime, I'm going to continue building myself up. So there's a feeling that you are taking care of yourself first and foremost, Aries. And I love to see this, especially 6 months out to your next birthday, right? Because this is the time that we begin to assess during our half birthday. We begin to assess like, okay, how much have I accomplished in my life up until this point, this past 6 months, right? And has much changed from the previous birthday, the past 6 months? And if it hasn't, well, what can I do to implement a better life for myself for the next 6 months leading up to my next birthday, right? So there's a beautiful opportunity here to really step it up for yourself and get what you truly need the remainder of the year here. Also, depending on what perfected house year you are in, that will give you tons of information of what themes and agenda you should really be focusing on per your astrological natal chart. Okay, so now we're looking at near future. And in the near future, we have the Death card. We have the Knight of Cups too, paired together. And look at the symbology here. Very similar, right? Look at the visuals here, the illustration, very similar. So we have a renewal and a rebirth of some type of behavior here. We have the Death card, which symbolizes rebirth, renewal, transition, going to a next level, or ending something to go to the next level, or completely ending something that's not working for us. And you have it transitioning into the Knight of Cups. So something that didn't work, something that wasn't working is now being transmuted into a sturdier, more consistent energy here with the Knight of Cups. And it's interesting, right? Because up here we have this grab bag of Seven of Cups and the King of Cups next to the Five of Swords, right? And remember, one thing I didn't quite mention well here is these two are the same card, okay? Just different deck. So you're feeling that confusion, that negotiating, maybe a little arguing here in the beginning as we enter into October. To just simply get your simple needs met is what it feels like, which then pulls you into yourself, pulls you away from that energy, allows you to focus more on you. And that focus, Aries, of you focusing on your own, and I think that's what you're going to be doing here most of October, is that you're really going to give yourself the support and the love and the care that you need with the Two of Wands and the Wheel of Fortune and the Nine of Pentacles. And you're going to speak up here with the Five of Swords quite a bit for yourself here in October. And so because you're going to be in that energy, it's going to cause a shift on the other side. It's almost like the other side is like, well, I better get my shit together, right? Because Aries is shifting. And I can feel and sense that they can feel your shift. I can feel that. For some of you, this is already happening and you're starting to see their shift. Like they're starting to sense, oh, I'm losing Aries a little bit here. I better step up. But what I do like is that now they're coming in a bit more humbled, right? Because up here on the first row, they were sort of like, well, I can be this, but I can be that. I can be the King of Cups, but I can also be this, and I can be that, yada, yada, yada. And down here with the near future, it's like an ego death that happens here. There's like an ego death that happens, and then that ego death then turns into a more humble Knight of Cups. The Knight of Cups is like knowing that they still have work to do to get to the King of Cups level, right? It's like there's an awareness. They're not a page anymore, so they're not a student. They're more aware of their behavior and actions and the love that they want to give to you. But there is also an awareness that they're not yet the King of Cups and they will need to work towards that. And then this cup is moving into the Three of Swords here and then into the King of Swords. And this really feels like the other party is very gently, very carefully moving towards you, because after you're taking care of yourself, Aries, it's almost as if you've stepped into this King of Swords energy, which is very strategic, very intellectual, pragmatic, grounded, very self-assured with your communication, very stern, and just sort of like this no nonsense, right? Like very confident. And so now you have this energy knowing with the Three of Swords there in the middle, they may have caused some pain. They may have caused you some pain here in the past, or if this is energy, it could still be happening. So they're like slowly wanting to mend this, right? So it's almost like they're walking into this Three of Swords, like, yeah, I'm sorry. And they know how your stance is very firm now, right? Like you're not all giddy and you're not all like, well, I'm super in love with you or super into this friendship or whatever it is for you. And it's almost like they are treading lightly here, because there's an understanding that either A, you had a heartbreak or a disappointment or something that happened in the past that they are aware of, that they are aware that they need to be careful coming towards you, or something that they themselves may have caused. But in any case, there's almost like this, it's almost like a peace offering, right? Like if you look at this imagery, it's like this peace offering of, sorry, Aries, I know I did this, or I know you've been going through this in the past with someone else, and I know you're not in this cup energy, you're more in this pragmatic, what is this going to do for me energy, but I want you. I want to try. This could also be forgiveness or asking for or apologizing and asking for forgiveness regarding a heartache or hurting you or something that someone did to you, because you've gone cold. You've gone cold. You've maybe created some distance here, potentially created isolation, or maybe there's been even potentially no communication here, right? or there's been some words that have been said that are very clear, like brutally honest. Okay, so now what we're going to do is we're going to pull some advice. Advice for Aries. Yeah, so Aries, there's something here about really allowing your friends or the people who care about you to know any burdens or anxieties that you've been carrying. Some of you are carrying loads on your own. Some of you are carrying fears, sadness, isolation, anxiety on your own. And there is a need here for you to not be afraid to open up to your community, to share what's happening. And also there's a call here, Aries. There's something about taking a leap of faith towards something different and new. I don't know if that means this person or this situation, or if it means completely somebody new. Let's see. Let's actually ask that. The new adventure. Is it this? Is this what we're talking about, or is it something else? Start thinking about the question that you need a yes or no answer to. Oops. Oh, wow. Oh, stunning. Ooh. Okay, so we've got the Page of Cups, the King of Wands here, and the Strength card. And by the way, the King of Wands and Strength card both represent Leo. So that may mean something to you. You may be connecting with a Leo or a strong fire sign. But with the Page of Cups, this is about going towards new love, opening your heart towards new love. So this can be something completely different than whatever it is you're dealing with, beautiful Aries. Alternatively, if it is still the same person, it can have something to do with this death turning into Knight of Cups energy. I do feel that you have a strong fire sign presence here. There are a lot of cups here on the table right now. So for the majority of you, this reading is a love reading, an emotional love reading. All right, let's think about your yes or no question, and I'll pull a yes or no answer. And let's see. Okay, is it a yes or no for a beautiful Aries? Yes or no for a beautiful Aries? Yes or no for our beautiful Aries? Oh, it's a yes. It's a yes. And it's a yes by way of the High Priestess. And so it's a yes by the way of High Priestess. And paired with your yes, Aries, there's something about intuition here. There's something also about divination, knowing, spirituality, establishing an emotional connection, establishing even a psychic connection. So whatever you asked the question, there's also some other theme associated to your yes that has to do with intuition. It's almost like you maybe already know intuitively. Or it can be that the answer is yes, and also follow your intuition. Yes, and also work on building some kind of spiritual connection with the person or situation that this yes is referring to. Okay? All right, beautiful Aries, I hope this was helpful. If it was, please like, subscribe, comment, and I appreciate you being here. Have a beautiful October. Celebrate your half birthday, and I'll see you here soon. Ciao.